G4, H8, G4 absent, D7.
Present, ma'am.
You're hearing my voice, no? Okay. So it's okay if you don't want to reply. I'll do my duty. Hmm? So we did modifiers in the morning. Okay. Definition, types of modifier, why we need them. Okay. How to fix the wrong misplaced modifiers, dangling modifiers. I showed you one video also apart from the lecture. So then now we'll go to a smallest but very important part of grammar, that is articles. It belongs to parts, one of this family of parts of speech, very small family of two members, or rather three, we can say, if we want to specifically talk about a and an. But actually it is used for singular depending on the voice that is followed by the word a or an. You all know we did it. You have been studying that from class 1 itself. So, but we did not do it in a manner that it's like a recapitulation only. You need to remember what you have studied earlier. Okay. So article is a word in which points out at a person, thing, or place spoken of. That means it refers to the noun. Articles refer to the noun. There are two articles, a and the. And an are for used for singular only, and the is a and an is the indefinite article, and it leaves the person or thing spoken of as indefinite. A doctor, a school, a man, a woman, a dog, a cat, like that. It can be pointed out at any doctor, any school, or any man or woman, any cat or dog, like that. It's not specifically pointed towards that person whom it is addressed to. It is called the indefinite article. That is, the choice between a and an is determined by the sound it has before a word beginning with a vowel sound. Like an egg, you all know that, an orange, an honest man, because H is silent over here. An R, H is silent again, and A and an used with the singular number only. That we all know, isn't it? Then the is called the definite article. A and an is indefinite, the is definite article. As it normally points out, some particular person or thing. I saw the doctor, where the article the points out to some particular doctor. The doctor. I picked the orange. I met the doctor, that particular doctor. The indefinite article is used before singular countable noun. That is example, a book, an orange, a girl. The definite article is used before singular countable nouns, like plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. For example, the book, the books, and the milk. Here, the book is singular countable, addressed to, or it is talked to about one that particular book. And it also is plural countable, like so many books, 100 books, 1,000 books, many books. Milk, that is uncountable now. And we have, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
But it's not sharing, no? It's not moving. So basically, articles are either definite or indefinite. You must remember. They combine to a noun to indicate the type of reference being made by the noun. The definite article is the, and indefinite article is a and am. I met a friend. You can see it in the bold. One friend. I work in a factory. It is not specific. I work in New York. I borrowed a pencil from a passenger sitting next to me. It is not specified. That is why it is indefinite for one single person, a or an. All the words that are starting with consonant sounds will be having an a, and all the words starting with vowel sound will start with singular with an. We all know this. This is used when the speaker talks about a specific object that both the person speaking and the listener know. The car over there is fast. Now you made an impression. You are specific about which car? The car. There, where it is there, is very fast, is fast. So you are definite about it. That is why you are talking about that car, that red car, the car over there, where it is there. The President of the United States is giving a speech tonight. Who are we talking about? The President. Of which country? Of the United States. What is he going to do? He's here talking about the President, specific person. When we speak of something or someone for the first time, we use a or am. The next time we repeat that object, we use the definite article the. Like an umbrella. I live in a house. Here the example is there. First time I refer to something, I use it as a indefinite article. But when I have already, I'm referring to that place, then I use the definite article over there. Example, I live in a house. The house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. Which house I'm talking about? The one I live in. I'm not using it in the first place as the definite because it is, I'm talking about one house. Yes,
अच्छा पुढे बोललो चा
I live in a house. D9, D9. Mute your audio, please. The house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. I'm talking about the house I live now. Okay. So in the first instance, when I'm starting the sentence and when I'm referring to the house, I use it as an indefinite article. Start it. If it is a sound with consonants, then I start it with a indefinite article. If it's starting with vowel, I start with an indefinite article. Then I go to the definite article in the next sentence. when I'm talking about that particular thing, because I'm talking about the thing I spoke about. Now I'm definite about it. The house is quite old and has 4 bedrooms. I ate in a Chinese restaurant. Which Chinese restaurant you're not? The restaurant was very good. The one in which I ate. Now it has become a definite. Okay. Then we have usage of indefinite article. In its original numerical sense of one, you have to remember these. Some examples are there. 4 examples are there. When we are referring to the indefinite article, sometimes it is in its original numerical sense of one. When we are using it one, like 12 inches, make a foot, or 12 number, make 1 dozen. Not a word was said. It is indefinite. Then, in a vague sense of a certain. For example, one evening, not definite about which evening it was, a beggar came to my door. One evening, a beggar came to my door. So that is a vague sense of a certain. Then, in a sense of any, to single out an individual as the representative of a class. For example, a pupil should obey his teacher. A pupil should obey his teacher. A cow is a useful animal. Here, which pupil? All the people. So one of them is indefinite. Should obey his teacher. And cow. Which cow? We do not know. Cow is a useful animal. And another fourth example is to make common noun of a proper noun. For example, a Daniel comes to judgment. Daniel is supposed to be an incredibly wise man. So we are making it common noun of a proper noun. Like a Shakespeare of today's world means a person who is very well versed with writing. Okay, you are making a Bible of all times, like that. We use it to make it a common noun into a proper noun. Then we have the usage of definite article. When we talk about a particular person or a thing, we are talking about any particular person or a thing. I told you about the doctor I visited, or one already referred to earlier. Like I gave you the example of the house. I live in a house. The house has 4 bedrooms. It's a very big house. It's an old house. It's a big house. So we uh, give it as one already referred to earlier. H2, H2, switch off, mute off. I can make out from here. You are thinking nobody will know. Who's making noise? I come to know here. I have a provision over here. The person from whose number this noise is coming, it highlights over here with a yellow lining. So please don't do that. Everybody gets disturbed. You should have that, at least that sense of courtesy. No? When a singular noun is meant to represent a whole class, for example, the cow is a useful animal. So, singular noun is meant to represent a whole class. The pupil must listen to his teacher. The cow is a useful animal. The rose is the sweetest of all flowers. Yeah, definite about it. and we are referring to it already earlier. We have referred or representing a whole class. Understand? Before some proper names like the Pacific Ocean, the Black Sea, before some rivers like the Ganga, the Nile River, okay, the Amazon River, before the names of certain books, the Vedas, the Puranas, the Ramayana, any particular book, before the names of certain books, some religious books of importance, the Bible, like that. Before names of things unique of their kind, as for example, the sun, the sky, the moon, the earth, unique things of their own kind. And example is before a proper noun, when it is qualified by an adjective or defining adjectival clause, like the great Caesar, the immortal Shakespeare is another example. What are they? When we are talking about a particular person or thing or one already referred to earlier, proper nouns, names of certain books. Okay, fifth one, unique things of their own kind, like the sun, the moon, and the earth. And before proper noun, when it is qualified by an adjective, like the immortal Shakespeare, the great Caesars. The darkest cloud has a silver lining. For example, for superlatives, degrees. For the darkest is the best book of elementary chemistry. When we are talking about the last degree, good, better, best, degrees, superlative degree of comparison, good, better, best. So in the last superlative degree, the is definite article is also used. With original, for example, we he has the first man, he was the first man to arrive. The ninth chapter of the book is remarkably interesting. Another example. With ordinals, like he was the man of the match. The ninth chapter of the book is remarkably interesting. Before an adjective, when the noun is understood, for example, the poor is always with us. Before a noun, to give the force of a superlative, the verb is the word in a sentence. The verb is the word in a sentence. An adverb with comparatives like the more the merrier, the earlier the better. Okay, the smaller the better. The and then uncountable nouns like the when used in a particular sense, especially when qualified by an adjective. Would you pass me the sugar? The wisdom of Solomon is great. These are some of the things. 12 rules of a definite article. In these conditions, we have to use the definite article. What is it? We, when we talk about a particular person or one is already referred to earlier, representing a class, a whole class, before some proper names, proper nouns, before the names of certain books, before names of things unique of their own kind, like the sky, the earth, the moon, before proper noun, okay, before the superlatives with ordinals, okay. Then we have before the adjectives and before a noun to give the force of a superlative, with adverbs as a as an adverb with comparatives, then uncountable nouns. These are the 12s that we use for uh, rules, or 12 ways that we use the indefinite, we use the definite article the and indefinite article a and then we have the no article, omission of an article. In some cases, it is very important, it is mandatory to use the article. You will be given an exercise in which fill in the blanks with proper articles. So there are four options over there: a and the and no article, definite article, indefinite article, and no article. So how we omit it? Omission of an article, how it has to happen? Before names of substance, proper and abstract nouns, uncountable nouns used in a general sense, like sugar is bad for your teeth. So neither you are using a sugar and sugar, the sugar. So there shouldn't be any article. Sugar is bad for your teeth. Gold is a precious metal. Delhi is the capital of India. Wisdom is the gift of heaven. Before plural countable nouns used in a general sense. Children like chocolates. Computers are used in many offices. Before languages, for example, we are studying English. They speak Punjabi at home. Before predicative nouns denoting a unique position, that is a position that is normally held at one point of time by one person only. He was elected chairman of the board. Mr. Mathura became principal of the school in 1995. That's how there are some cases in which articles have to be avoided when they are. So you must know the rules. If you know the rules, you will not confuse yourself. Okay. Before filling in the blanks, you must know what all it is. How many are there? How they have to be placed according to the sound that it is followed. Okay. So we'll do some exercises. So Sally has got a cat. What is the cat's name?
Madam, your voice is not visible, madam.
Yeah, what is it?
Madam, your voice is breaking, madam.
Ah, same. Your voice is also breaking. Okay, I'll try to speak because of internet issue. That's why. Sally has got a dash cat. Sally has got a cat.
Which
What
cat,
is
madam?
hmm?
Madam, sound is not visible, madam. Your voice.
That is the internet issues. So answer these questions. Sally has got dash cat.
Madam, PPT is not visible, madam. Screen not visible.
Screen is also not visible. No, I stopped it. I want to ask you a question, so that's why I stopped. Screen share I stopped.
Okay, madam.
Yeah, not mine.